Weird. Hello, hello. Okay, while I figure out how to get this thing working, I have switched to the laptop. Uh, yeah, so I switched my screen share. Hi Neeraj, hi Ravichandra. Hey Alberto. So this isn't working, so I'm still figuring out. Yeah, this one got crashed somehow the stream, but this one still works. So still figuring out. And the camera is, I don't know, behaving weirdly for the last 2, 3 days. Battery exhausted, even if it is plugged in. Okay, it's fine. What am I trying to do? Okay, just one more try whether. Okay, still doesn't work. The light is working. Hmm, what do we do now? Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, okay, go. Is it any better now? The audio? I've switched to AirPods. Just let me know in the chat and we'll begin. Hi Minte, how are you? So yeah, what are we going to do today? Better. Hi Kiran. Okay, 5 people are watching. So we are going to. So first of all, what we are going to do is assign. Okay, I don't even remember the submission portal. Okay, I'll have to check the manual first. So this is, what do you say, where you submit your assignments, this portal. So this I built right before, yeah, Frappeverse last year, and basically you can submit and auto checks your framework assignments, and this is what is used in the course as well. In this, so if you have joined this course, you can see there are assignments with every day, right? With the lectures. So three are automated assignments. You submit, you get instant feedback. But what people have started to do is for the first 3 days, I found out like five of people from same company submitted the same exact assignment. They didn't even bother to change the name. But since this is an automated assignment, they might have gotten away with it. But like I was doing a regular audit and I found out that okay, this needs to be somehow handled, and that's what we are going to do today. So we'll implement a similarity score. Uh, I learned it in like in our college there was a similarity score. So after you submitted an assignment, it behind the scenes generated a similarity score based on other assignments. Like if it was 10%, it is fine, I guess. But if it is more than 50%, which means it is more than 50% similar with someone else's assignment, that can be flagged red, and then maybe the evaluator can have a look, right? In the cases which I have come across, the similarity score will be 100%. So that clearly should notify someone. But yeah, so this is a custom Frappe app with Frappe UI on the front end. So let's just open this up. CDFF assignment portal. It is open source, by the way, if you want to check. And there is just one doc type that handles all of it. So bench dash dash site ap test dot localhost migrate, or I think I have installed it on lms dot localhost. We'll see. But yeah, the last time I was here, I did some UI cleanup. So in day 4 now there is like you attach a zip and a demo video as well. But yeah, today we will do a similarity score feature. Let this finish. Okay, so weekend, what are the plans? Something failed, that is fine. Bench dash dash site lms dot localhost migrate. Cool, yeah. As you can see, this app is installed on the site, so this is what we wanted. By the way, this reminds me we have to do something about Hazelnode. I don't know, like it got harder, so we might have lost a little motivation, but we'll have to do few sprints to get up to speed. We'll do that next week. And I was kind of busy with like Pos United stuff. But yeah, let's open this in VS Code. It's already open. I will start the front end server. I don't think we'll need it right away, but anyways. Okay, so this is my local LMS instance, and there is just one doc type FF assignment submission. As you can see, it either so whatever you see in the front end, right? It is this just one doc type, this one, and then it has the user, so it filters by the user. So here is how I want to proceed with the checker. Let's go to the whiteboard. Somehow the last I checked, whiteboard was not loading for some reason. The same reason still persists. Some FC issue. I don't know. Then X Calidro. Okay. So I was explaining someone something about. Okay. So here's what we'll do. We will basically say that for all assignments, right? What are assignments? They are a zip file which contain. Um, let's just download and check. Cool. I'll show you what assignment submission looks like. And then there are JSON files, and starting day 2 and day 3, there are also PY and JS files, right? So what we'll do is we'll hash these files, right? We'll calculate hash of each one of this, the content hash, and then we will store that hash along with the assignment. So here it will store the hash of each file. So as you can see, assignment summary, 4 files. So we'll add some kind of JSON field here. So let's start there. So the first step is to store the hash. And when someone else submits an assignment, right, we will do it in the background. So it will use frappe.enqueue, and it will start matching with previous hashes because it is a long running job. We don't want the student to get stuck while similarity score is being calculated. And that too only for passed assignment, I think we should calculate the similarity score. We'll see. So we'll start by adding a field here. JSON or code field. That is fine. Code. We'll say hashes. Does that sound? I think it is fine. JSON. Cool. And it should be read only. I'll make it read only later, but for now it is fine. As you can see, hashes. And now when they submit, right? So before submit, it runs the check, it does everything, but we'll say self dot. We'll write a method called mm, set file hash. Yes. Okay, and then I will write this down below. Very big controller class self. And there is already a method I can see that extracts the zip file, right? And then ignore some cache files because people were uploading with the cache. Mac OS does that. And then it checks JSON, PY, HTML, and JS files. These are the four files of kind that we look at. And then it reads the file. And if it is a JSON file, it just loads the JSON. And then it yields file name and file JSON. If it is JSON. Otherwise, it just uh, reads and decodes the content. Cool. So what I will do is I will call this here get file name with contents self dot okay file with contents, and now we have to loop over calculate the hashes equal to a dictionary for file name comma content in mm, B Gadgets ask, hi, do you have a Udemy course? No. Right now we are like completely, I'm very much into Frappe school right now. So all the courses that we create are under here, right? So you can see my course here. This is the only course I have. But yeah, I had like plans to do it. Someone also suggested that you should have a Udemy course because a lot of people are there, right? Not for the paid thing, but I think for the traffic that Udemy gets, probably. That can be the reason we put a course on Udemy. But yeah, it's catching up. 370 enrollments. Nice. More than 555, and then I'll cross healthcare management. This is a leaderboard, kind of. This is sorted by a number of enrollments. Nobody has rated my course yet, but fine. Okay, where were we? Yeah, file with files with content. So if file name dot ends with, so if it is JSON, clearly this guy has converted it into JSON. So we'll say content equal to frappe dot as JSON content, right? So this will do it. And how do we calculate a hash, right? Mm, there are hash Python 3. There is a hash lib, right? This module implements a common interface. Yeah, again, this reminds me that I scheduled a episode. You can see that in the live section. Intermediate Python with use cases. So this is a sequel to you can read more here. In this episode, we'll continue where we left off an year ago in the beginner Python episode. So exactly 17th May 2023, and we'll cover classes and objects, file handling. So this is intermediate Python. So do join in, like hit the like button as well as the bell icon, and I'll see you at 2 p.m. on 17 May. So there I'm going to cover some more stuff about standard Python library. Implements according to many secure hash and message digest algorithm. This defined in a SHA-3. This is MD5 defined in the secure hash and message are interchangeable other algorithms. The term, the modern term is secure hash. Okay. We don't want this hash functions. This is one constructor method. So generally hash is nothing but okay, you have some content and you pass it through a hash function, it will give something random, very random. So you can't go back from hash to content, right? That is one thing. But the thing about stable hashes is every time you give the same content, it will give the same hash, right? So this is a good check. So we can compare the hashes. So if two hashes are same, you can say that the content was the same, right? And it takes a lot less space. Yeah. Uh, okay, this is one constructor method for each type of hash, all return a hash object with same simple interface. SHA-56 to create, you can now feed this object with this using the update method. At any point, you can ask for the digest of the concatenation of the data fed it into is using digest or hex digest methods. To allow multithreading, the Python GIL is released while computing a hash supplied more than itny bytes of data. Okay. Construction for the that are always present in the modular SHA-1, SHA. I think SHA-256 is very popular. There is also MD5, which is very popular. So, what should we go with? So, there is an example as well. Ashlib.md5. Okay, let's open up console and try. Bench dash dash site lms dot local host console. Import hash lib hashlib.sha256, right? It is a function. Used for security? No, we are not using it for security, so we can pass that as false, I guess. Maybe it will be faster. MD5 is one way only. Okay, let's find out MD5 versus SHA-256. Has several advantages over MD5, such as producing a longer hash that is more resilient to collision and brute force attacks. Unlike MD5 and SHA, which have been exploited by hackers and researchers. I don't think we are using it for security purposes, so it's fine. 128 and SHA produces a 2 generally, the longer the output, the more secure the hash function, as it reduces the chances of collision. Collision means, okay, two different things, same hash. Yeah. But yeah, like if you are using it for security purposes, do some research around these algorithms. I'll go with MD5 is faster than this, so we'll go with the faster one. Let's go with MD5. MD5, right? And then how do we use it? We give it the data. Let's say DWH. Okay, dot encode. Yeah. And then this creates a hash object. We can store it hash obj and then hash object dot hex digest. Yep, this is the digest it created, and this is what we want to store as well. So let's do that. What I will do is I will import hash. Okay, let's directly do from hashlib import MD5, and then I will say hash object equal to MD5 and then this content dot encode, right? So it will encode it into bytes. And then I will say hashes of file name equal to hash object dot hex digest. Cool. And then after the hashes are calculated, we will say self dot hashes equal to frappe dot as JSON hashes. Hashes. Okay, clear. So what are we doing? Uh, After the assignment is submitted, we are just setting the hashes, getting the content, and then for each file, we are calculating the MD5 hash, right? MD5 algorithm we are using to create a hash and then storing it as JSON. And I think we can provide indent equal to 2 to format the JSON. Cool, let's try it out. What I will do is, come on, okay, we'll go to lms.localhost port 8080. Yeah, and I will submit day 2. Mm, I'll have to get day 2 first from somewhere. This is day 2. Let's download this. Day 2, attach submission file, downloads. Okay, let's upload this one. Submit. It is failed, but let's see if the hash was calculated. Yeah, see, for each file, the hash got calculated. And let's make this read only now. Read only. Okay, okay. So now we have the hashes of each file. And how do we fix it for the previous submissions, right? So what we can do is we can write a patch. That is what exactly patches are for. But yeah, let's worry about the patch later, or maybe let's write it. Let's write the patch. I will write it here itself. I'll say patchs patches init.py. Then I will write set file hashes.py and then def execute. By the way, if you don't know how patches work in Frappe, check out, there is a video in the tutorial series. Yeah, it must have an execute method, and then this file path you have to provide in the patches.txt file, and this has to be in the post model sync. I'll let the docs there be. Yeah, how do I? So it is FF assignment portal, copy relative path. I think that then we can convert this character. Wait, convert this character. So this is a quite nice trick if you don't want to type the whole dotted path, and then we remove the .py from here. Cool. So now we are seeing run this, and this. Okay. So here what I will do is I will import Frappe, not Frappe manager, just Frappe. Cool. So this is the doc type. Frappe.get all. Get all SF assignment submissions. And I want to filter status passed day. So for day 4, I don't want to do this. By the way, we should do the same here as well. If self dot day equal is it a int or I always forget this because this is a string. Day equal to 4 return because day 4 is an open-ended assignment and they submit like the whole app directory and doesn't make sense to do this. Cool. Yeah. Day in 1 or we can say not in or better not equal to 4, right? So this will give us assignment or submissions and then I will say for submission in submissions, right? I want to set file hashes. Frappe.get doc submission. By the way, to get the name, by default, get all will return the dictionary. So we can say pluck name. So this will return a list of names as string of list of strings. And then I can say doc equal to doc dot doc dot set file hashes doc dot save. That should do it. Yeah, let's try to execute this. When you migrate, it will execute. So let's run migrate. It is running the patches. Okay, done in 0.235 seconds. Okay, probably there were no. This was the only passed assignment we had. Cool. So now we have this as well. The patch. Cool. The feature is taking shape. And now how do we do a similarity score, right? First, we will add a new field. So similarity score will be a percent, and I will call it similarity score. This will be read-only as well. Default will be 0. Okay, 0%, right? So we have to write a new method. What I will do is I'll first commit. Let's do the whole thing and then commit. Before insert, then run checks. Run check, mark as this, that. So set file hashes and then self dot. We want to do it in background, right? So we'll say self dot enqueue, QUEUE, the most useless spelling in the history of spellings. Could have been just Q. Yeah, fine. Enqueue similarity score enqueue generate similarity score. Why enqueue? Because like this thing will enqueue the thing. Let me just write it here. Self So, okay. So we have frappe.nq and frappe.nq doc. What should we do? Where will the code live to generate the similarity score? Generate. So this shall be underscore generate similarity score underscore because it's not supposed to be called directly outside. So because Python doesn't have a concept of public and private methods in classes. Hmm. So this will just enqueue this method. Frappe dot nqueue doc. Hmm, Frappe enqueue doc. I forget the syntax many times. Yeah, simple as that. Doc type, name of the document, and the name of the controller method. So this will be F. So I have already, because I don't want to type, I've already saved it in the a variable. The doc type name is big, right? Then this will be self.name. And the method I want to call is this, generate similarity score. So this will enqueue. And I think we will need default queue should, no, we will need a long queue for this. Cool. Because this might take time, but this will grow linearly with the number of assignments, number of passed assignments. But yeah. So how do we now generate a similarity score? That's another problem, right? Like that's the main problem. So what I will do is every assignment has hashes, file hashes, and that's what we should have called the thing as well. This thing should have called file hashes. Okay. Every assignment file hashes. For this particular day, get all the assignments. And again, if self dot day equal 4, return, do nothing. I don't like why I have to repeat this condition everywhere. Maybe I have to dry it later. Let it be wet for now. Every assignment has file hashes. For this particular day, get all the assignments, all the passed assignments from other users. We don't want to generate a similarity score for the. Oh, okay. Let me just see FF assignment portal. It is a public. Nice. Oh, 4 people have forked it. Here you go. I shared it in the chat. This is a Frappe UI project, by the way. But yeah, good. Like decent code I have written. I have even refactored it twice or thrice. But yeah, cool. So for this particular day, get all the past assignments from other users. Match the hashes and calculate if match increase. So I'm just writing down the steps first and then I will start coding. If match increase similarity score. So this will be if they submitted 5 files, right? 5 files, 3 of them exact match. So I'm not going to do partial matches for now, exact matches, exact full file matches. That's it. 3 exact match. That means 60% is the similarity score. I hope this is making sense. But yeah, this will improve later. This is the first cut implementation I'm doing. So at least we get an idea if there is a 100% similarity score. Cool. But I don't think people will do that, but fine. People can change one character and the whole hash will change. But the case I have come across is okay, your EMI is due in 2 days. Fine. Common man problems. So this will be similarity score increase will be such that it's like weighted average or something like that. Cool. So let's start. Uh, Assignments or submissions, let's call them submissions. Frappe.db.get all assignment doc type name. By the way, there is an easier way to do self.doc type. Why did not I think of it earlier? But yeah, filters day should be self.day. Status should be passed. We have to only compare past assignments. User, not user, not equal to self dot user. Cool. I think this is sufficient. And the fields we want, fields equal to hashes. Cool. Now let's do it. So now there is an issue. Uh, whether we, okay. The issue is, suppose there are 5 submissions and this particular submission, one file matches 10% with one submission, 20% with another submission, which means 2 files match, and maybe third with 30%. So we have to keep the maximum of them. So we have to calculate percentage for each match and then keep the maximum similarity score and probably store the assignment that it matched with as well. Let's do that. So for submission, in submissions, we had issues. Hmm. Let's also get the name. Okay. So if submission has hashes, right, then only we will do stuff. If not, submission dot hashes. I like to write it in this way because otherwise it causes nesting, right? If you have written this instead, this will be nested. But if you write this instead, you can write code here. So a nice pattern that I follow. Or submission is submissions. If there is no hashes, continue, which means it goes to the next iteration. But if it has a hashes, it will come here. And then we can frappe dot parse JSON submission dot hashes, right? Hashes, hashes, file hashes. Okay, cool. What what is next? So you'll have to match hash of this particular thing, current submission hash. Submission hashes equal to frappe dot parse JSON self dot hashes. Okay. So what's next? So we compare. So I will write compare hashes. I'll write this function. This doesn't exist yet. So the two hashes we have to compare, and this will give a similarity score, right? Similarity score. Similarity score. And don't worry, we'll implement this part, but this is like breaking down of problems into smaller pieces. So this is some function that will take the two hashes and generate a similarity score. And we'll say similarity score, max similarity score equal to 0, right? And similar assignment equal to none. And if the similarity score, right? If similarity score is greater than max similarity score, which means this has the maximum similarity, then in that case, max similarity score becomes the similarity score, and the similar assignment becomes submission dot name, right? So this should do that. Similar assignment. We'll use it. Don't worry. And then at the end of the loop, we'll say self dot similarity score equal to max similarity score. Cool. So still a big function, not for my taste, but we'll fix it. Maybe we can extract some of it. These comments can go now. But yeah, we still have to handle this. And let's write it somewhere down below the file. Def compare hashes first, second. Hey Blender Forever, how are you? Yeah, so compare hashes, right? And it compares and returns a score. So how do we implement it? This is a dictionary, this is a dictionary. So let's annotate a bit. Dict, and this returns a float, right? Compares file, okay. File hashes and returns similarity score percent. Nice. So let's start. So let's take an example. If first is no, wrong shortcut. First is A, and then it has a this hash. Then there is a file B. It has this hash, right? Then we have the second one, right? Unordered, so we can't assume there is an order here. So we have to compare this hash with this hash, if a hash with this hash, and this hash with this hash. And if they match, we have to increase the similarity score. So similarity score SS will start at 0, and at the end we'll return SS, or we can call it score. Much better. Hmm. So how do we iterate over two dictionaries and I don't like the name first and second. Let's rename them. So I will call this compare with hashes, compare with, compare to, sort and compare. No, still don't like the names. Two hard problems in programming, right? Variable naming, second, caching. Other and original. That's fine, okay. So for uh, file name, comma hash in original dot items, it's a dictionary. Okay, so now we have to see if other file name will do a get equal to, wait. Yeah, the hash, right? Match. We have to do something, otherwise we can ignore that. So we are getting near the implementation. Thanks for the emojis, whoever is sending them. I can't see who sends emojis, but hmm. Hmm. So if original matches, we have to increase the score plus equal by how much? That's the calculation now. So it definitely depends on the length of uh, the original. How many of them have matched, right? Per match, what will be the score or the percentage? Then I will multiply by 100 to convert it into a percent. Score plus equal. What will be the thing that we have to multiply it with? I'll have to do some scribbling here. The notebook, which is almost dying, but I have a sticker as well here. It is neatly aligns with the typography in the notebook. Fine. So if there are five files, one file will be 1 by 5. That 1 by will this work? Mm, yeah, I think it should work. So if there are five files and one of them matches, this will be 1 by 5 into 100. That will be 1 by 5 into 100. 20% match, which is correct. And it adds up, right? So I think this will work. This will work. Cool. Okay. Yeah, let's try now. Let's try running this method, which is accidentally formatted, so Git is of no use now. Similarity score. Generate similarity score. Self dot save. Hmm. We'll take care of this later, but let's jump to console and try doing that. lms.localhost console auto reload. Okay, now we'll go and see if I have two similar things. Mm, But for that, I have to log out as administrator and log in as some other user, and I'll submit the same thing in day one. This has zero similarity score. So let's do one thing. I will open an incognito window. Create what from scratch? lms.localhost. Yeah, we started from scratch to implement this thing, right? 80, 80. Yep. Let's submit the same assignment. Submit. It passed, right? They will be happy that it passed. Uh, but now, if I check RQ job, generate similarity score got queued. That is nice. But I don't think this will work. Uh, yeah, we'll find out soon. Oh, working. This is queued. Long queue. RQ worker. Try restarting bench. No RQ workers. What? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's not wait. I'll just do it from the console. Frappe dot get doc. Get last doc. FF assignment submission dot underscore generate similarity score. Frappe dot db dot commit. So if I'm not wrong, it should be 100%. Yeah, if we have done it correctly. 100% similarity score. Nice. Okay, I forgot about this thing. But yeah, now let's also store the similar assignment that can be easily done using a link field. Similar assignment. Let's make this read only. Okay, so right now it won't be set, but we already have it. So we just have to make some tweak here. Self.similar assignment is equal to similar assignment. And this will be useful for the evaluator that, okay, this matches this assignment. I can again run it from the console, doesn't matter. Nope, does not work. Nice. So it shows that the similarity score is 100% and the similar assignment is this thing. So clearly these two guys have done something. Go and check. So for this, I have to have some notification as well, right? That I will do it in the site itself. Let's format the document, convert indentations to tabs. Let's do feet, similarity score, submission, similarity score. We should definitely write unit tests for this one. Uh, so payments, any kind of like critical logic that you have written, right? Like I was working on this as I like mentioned many times right now, First United's payment system, right? And there was this issue where you bought three tickets and one ticket was getting created. And since there were no tests, right, there was no way to know that, okay, there is a bug or something. So that situation clearly screams of unit tests. So there is just one function that was creating tickets. If that was tested properly, it shouldn't have been an issue. But yeah, write unit tests. That again reminded me of unit tests and why they are important. Because CI it will fail. So test similarity, similarity. We don't have time today, but I will do it later. Score generation. So I'll keep it so whenever I get time I can write it. So I have a zip file, sample zip file, create two submissions with different users, generate, call generate method, right? Check the score. And here is what I'm going to do. Uh, so before I deploy this to production, maybe just one more test. I will, this was the one, right? I will modify it so they don't match. One of the files don't match, and we'll see if it is 80% now. Let's open this in VS Code. ls code, let's say airline dot JSON. And usually what won't match is the creation timestamp. So maybe I created this on 21st instead of 20th. And then I will say open dot. And then I will create a compress. And this I will submit, right? And we will see the similarity score. For that, what I have to do is I have to mark it as failed. So it lets us upload again. And then let's upload this thing, submit, passed. Let's check the similarity score. No, okay, it just does it in the background. So that is clearly failing. The background thing isn't working. So I will again do it from the console. Let's reload. 75%. Um, so one of the files out of four doesn't match, four of them. Yeah, 75% is correct. Nice. So I was thinking five files, it has four files. But yeah, I think nice. Good productive session. I hope you picked up a few tricks here or there. But yeah, I will have to deploy it as well. So Frappe cloud slash Frappe school. Cool. I'm done for the day. Yeah, if anybody is still with me and want to say hi or something, anything, we can have a chat. Cool. We'll see you uh, probably day after tomorrow. I don't know if I get some motivation tomorrow. I will work on Hazelnode. But I have one more thing to work on. So that's that. Today I have to complete one series I started on Netflix. Dead Boy Detectives. Cool. See you then.